So as you can see, there's a small little leak right here that's causing this, and I'm just gonna fix it real quick. Day 136. So I don't know, I'll probably put it before, but I was thinking, well, it's a little bit snowing right now, it's just not sticking to the ground. Keep it warm in here, I guess. But also I was thinking maybe I should just work a little bit today or not at all for once. And what I found out as soon as I got in here, that there was a leak right here. So I took this off, screws right there, and I put some 100% silicone on it. First I wiped it off, made sure there was no water, and I put the silicone on it. So now hopefully I'm gonna wait a little bit and then basically wait for the silicone to dry and then check and make sure that it's not leaking, because it's still raining, so it would tell me if it's still leaking. So I'm just gonna wait around a little bit and try to figure that out and figure out what else I need to do. So what I'm doing now, since I still have the silicone basically punctured, I'm going to add a little second layer, even though I think it is secure now and leak proof. I'm gonna add a second layer, and I'm using some of this FRP, fiberglass reinforced plastic, basically as a plastic brush to add just a little. And it's only been about 30 minutes, but that gives me enough. Honestly, I think the indication is that it dries in different stages, and that basically is the first coat is through this first stage. So go ahead and wrap it up. There you go. What I'm doing is just adding basically a heavy second layer to make it more resistant while it's in a rainy stage right now, the weather is. So what I'm gonna do after the weather is done is, well, after it's done raining, is I'm going to basically just caulk a lot. Whenever it's dry up there, I'm gonna caulk a lot more, so there is no possible leaks or anything. And I'm gonna go ahead and make that a lot more tidy. I'm trying to find, oh, here you go. You can always use pieces of scrap wood to just clean up some stuff, because as I have been, I even use sawdust, and I'll show you in a second, to basically make it so I can see if there's any leaks whatsoever. And I'm leaving the plastic part off, basically around the sawdust. Here, I'll show you. Around the sawdust right now. So that way I don't step on the sawdust or anything, and that way I can see if there's any leaks at all whenever water hits there or anything. So that's what I'm doing now. And I was actually a little bit screwing up and fixing some of these V-groove planks, tongue and groove. And now what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the top part of the wall. We'll see. I gotta figure out the measurements and all the other stuff. And now that I got all the wire holding screws from the top of the 2x4s that I placed, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find a M1 collar that attached to my Nebia, to basically to the Nebia shower head. It has some broken stuff because I had to remove it to not this, but well, I did have to remove this, but I had to remove the shower head to actually see if there was going to be a leak behind it to unscrew that fastener. So I tried to get this off, and it broke a little bit of the pieces right there. So what I'm going to do is go look for a replacement, since I made sure that there was no issue with that at all. So now, after 5 stores that I checked and everything, plumbing, etc., that even sell mowing products, I could not find any of the M1 mounting connection. I could not find any, or even the M2 or anything like it at all. So what I'm doing is I rotated it a little bit so that the pieces that broke off already are on the bottom. So all the connection pieces are on the top and the sides. So hopefully that will work. I'm about to find out. I think this is all right, secured, but I'm still going to try and get a replacement. But for now, the one that was broken is still holding pretty good. So I'm just going to leave it as is until I get the replacement piece. And now what I'm going to do, since there is no leakage, and well, honestly it's not raining, but when it was raining there was no leakage after I caulked it twice, I think I'm just going to go ahead and put the plastic frame around it and screw it all back together. Today is going to be a short day for me, basically. I have a couple of plans of what I need to do in the next couple of days. One thing is I'm going to check all the connections for the solar panels and make sure they're all connected fairly well, because it doesn't seem like I'm getting all the power that I should. Right now I'm getting 5-7 watts, even though I'm in the shade, but the sun is still technically out, so I think I should be getting at least 20-30 maybe. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But also I am thinking about doing that 6.5 inches of birch plywood all the way around the top piece, basically to make a wire trench all the way around, for also my LED strip lights and stuff like that when I want to put them in, and also so I can attach stuff to it. So there's that. And then also for my shower curtain idea, basically the bar for the shower curtain, I'm going to use some of the luggage railing that I took off a long time ago, and maybe use a couple of that, couple of, like something like this and like this, to basically mount it so it's just a big L shape, well, curve, so it can hold a shower curtain. So I think I can make that work, but I'll see what I get to tomorrow. It's a little cold today, and it was even snowing, so I'm going to just take the rest of the day. I'll see you guys definitely tomorrow.